What is going on, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Sacramento Kings MyLeague series here on NBA 2K21. I know it's been a while since I came back to this series, but we are finally back, and I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to slow down the pace of the first year at least. I'm probably going to play one or two full games every year because I finally got a slider set that I really enjoy. I'm going to post it in the description and in the comment section below as well. It will be the pinned comment, and go check it out. Also check out this video on rotations and whatnot, and you'll see how I'm doing my rotations now as well. But today, the Kings head out to the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana, to battle the New Orleans Pelicans. Of course, led by Zion Williamson, who's one of the best young players in the NBA right now. He's averaging 23 points per game and 8 rebounds per game as well. Looking at the starting lineups, you got Fox, Hield, Barnes, Okongwu, and Bagley for the Kings. Rubio, Holiday, Ingram, Williamson, and Pokusevski, the starters for the Pelicans, as Ricky Rubio's fouled in the opening frame of the first quarter, and he'd make both of his free throws to give the Pelicans a 2-0 lead. Harrison Barnes going to miss the mid-range jumper, and now here's Ingram down the other side of the court. He's going to pull up from the wing, and he drains the three to give the Pelicans a 5-0 lead. So now here's Rubio, driving inside, passes inside to Pokusevski, and he gets the layup. So the Pelicans off to a fast start, up 7-0. And now here's Fox passing to Bagley, who takes a mid-range jumper, and he drains it. So the Kings are on the board at 7-2. But now here's Ingram from the corner, gonna drain a three to give the Pelicans an early 8-point lead. It's 10-2. Now 12-2, and Zion gonna slam it down. And the Pelicans already dominating. It's 14-2, 3 minutes into the game. Okongwu can't get that layup to go over Williamson. And now the Pelicans in transition. Drew Holiday pulling up for three, no good. Rebounded by Pokusevski. Pass inside to Ingram. And the Pelicans are just absolutely dominating this game. They're up 16-2, 3 minutes in. The Kings have to burn a timeout. They burn a second one later on. It's 18-2 now. Now Holiday with a turnaround jumper, no good. There's rebounded by Bagley. The Kings running in transition now. Buddy Hield gonna take it inside, and he lays it up, and good. So that brings an end to the 11-0 run for the Pelicans. So now 18-4 halfway through the first quarter. Here's a pass inside to Pokusevski, and he's gonna throw it down. So it's 20-4 now. And here's Williamson. I mean, I don't know how you let him behind you like that, but the Pelicans certainly having their way with the Kings so far in this game, 22-4. But now here's a steal by Bagley, pass inside to Caldwell Pope, and he's going to get the layup to go. So now it's 22-6. Now here's Okongwu backing down Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and he's going to get the steal. So now the Pelicans running in transition, and Zion going to take it all the way. Good defense there by Kuzma, but he just couldn't do a whole lot to stop Zion there. So now it's 24-6. And now here's a layup inside by Jackson Hayes, and it's good. So now 26-6. The Pelicans shooting 61% from the field to Sacramento 17, and it's only getting worse here as Grant gets the layup. 28-6 is the score now. Kuzma goes up for a layup, and Hayes just smacks that away. And now here are the Pelicans in transition again, and Grant gets behind the defense. I mean, the Kings defense is just showing no heart here. But now Grayson Allen, the former Duke Blue Devil, hits the three from the wing to make it 30-11. But now Corey Joseph right back at you, makes it 33-11. And this first quarter has just been all Pelicans, and they're looking at it on a high note. They're going to do just that with a big slam by Jeremy Grant. And now the Kings trying to get one more bucket to make it look a little more respectable, and they do just that. As the mitten, Gary Payton II hits the three to end the first quarter. Pelicans lead 36-16 after one. We're into the second quarter now. The Kings getting dominated here, 36-16. Now here's Nickeil Alexander-Walker right to the bucket. Makes it 38-16. Now Alexander Walker again, this time with a slam to make it 40-16. And now here's a three, no good. And now the Kings gonna run transition. Here's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, passes inside, and it's slammed down by the mitten. Gary Payton II makes it a 22-point game. And now here's Michael Evans working against Pokusevski, and he's gonna get the layup to go to make it a 20-point game. So the Kings are showing a little bit of life here in the second quarter. And now here's a big slam by De'Aaron Fox to make it an 18-point game. And all of a sudden, the Kings starting to come alive here. And now here's a shot by Ingram for three, and he is going to silence the Kings momentarily at least. It's 43-22. Now just over 7 minutes to go. Buddy Hield is wide open for the three, and he makes it 43-25. Pelicans get some free throws to make it a 20-point game again. Now here's Okongwu working against Zion. He's going to give it to Hield, and he is going to hit the three to make it 45-28. After some free throws, it's a 15-point game until Drew Holiday hits this wide open three from the corner. The Kings just getting dominated from the perimeter, but now here's Fox driving in and slamming it down to make it a 16-point ball game. And the Kings not going away quietly here. And now here's a layup by Harrison Barnes to make it a 14-point game. Now 3 minutes to go, pass inside to Ingram, and he's able to get the shot in the bucket to make it a 14-point game. So now Alexander Walker from the corner, no good, rebounded by Okongwu. Here come the Kings in transition. Allen gonna pass it inside to Fox, and he's going to slam it down over Brandon Ingram. So now it's a 12-point game. Joseph gonna throw the lob, however, and Pokusevski slams it down to make it a 14-point game. So now we're at the 2-minute mark. 52-38 is our score. Grayson Allen from three, and he drains it once again. And the Kings are within 11 now. Zion gonna try the three, no good. Rebounded by Pokusevski. He gets the bucket and the foul. And it's 54-41 now. So now a minute to go. And here's the pass inside. Allen gonna get the layup. And Grayson Allen, who a lot of people thought would be a bust in the NBA, maybe he still will be, but he's at least showing out for the Kings today. So now here's Okongwu in transition, passes to KCP, and he doesn't get the layup, but he does draw the foul. And he would make it a 9-point game now with about 40 seconds to go. Alexander Walker gonna drive in, and he gets the layup. And it's an 11-point game. And it'd be a 12-point game heading into halftime. So the Kings actually had a pretty good second quarter, but they still trail by double digits. And we'll be back with the second half of basketball right after this. So at halftime, the Kings now got their field goal percentage up to 33%. The Pelicans up to 47% now. And the Pelicans just dominating on the boards. 33 rebounds to Sacramento's 23. And Pokusevski has 11 points and 16 rebounds in one half. Bagley has 4 points and 8 rebounds to lead the Kings. So now Sacramento with the ball to begin the third quarter. And here's Fox pulling up for three, and he drains it. And that is going to make it a 9-point game. Ingram going to try a deep two for the Pelicans, but he misses. So now the Kings in transition. Fox going to drive in, lays it up, and it's good. And it is now a 7-point game after the Kings trailed by as many as 24. But now Ricky Rubio wide open for three. He's going to drain it to make it a 10-point game once again. So now here's a pass out. Barnes for three, and he gets it to go right back at you in New Orleans. So now it's a 7-point game. Rubio going to drive in, and he's able to get the bucket. Just not very good defense there by Fox. So now Fox on the other side turns it over. And now here's an outlet pass. Ingram passes inside to Williamson, and he gets the layup to go. And it's a double-digit lead once again. The Kings get it down to 9 now, but Rubio wide open for the deep two. Makes it 68-57. And now here's Hield driving in, but a heavily contested layup does not go. So now here's Holiday and company in transition, and Zion gonna slam it down once again, hanging off the rim. That was close to a tech. So now it's 70-57, and Zion just working Okongwu here. Passes out to Batum, and he's gonna shoot the mid-range jumper, no good. Now it's tipped by Hayes, and Williamson gonna put Bagley in the poster. So it's now 73-57 after the free throw. And now Hayes able to get the bucket there to make it 75-58. Now Williamson gonna slam it down again. A 17-point lead for the Pelicans. And now here's Kuzma passing out to Allen. And a heavily contested three goes in for him. He's having himself quite the day so far. Now 77-63, but Zion again left in the paint all alone. I don't know what's up with this Kings defense today, but I mean, I guess they're just not a good team, but still, this is pretty ridiculous. 81-65 now. And now, again, I don't know what Fox was doing there, but Rubio gets an easy layup there, 83-67. And now here's another layup as the Pelicans are just attacking the paint now, as the Kings are just not defending it at all. But now here's Allen driving in for a big dunk, make it 85-71. And he's partially the reason the Kings are still in this game, but now Grant gonna hit a wide open three. And it just doesn't really matter what you do. I mean, you're gonna find a way to score in this Kings defense. They're just really bad. And now Alexander Walker with the off-balance layup gets it to go. Okongwu called for the foul. So it's 90-71 now. And here's Fox driving in and getting the bucket, and he draws the foul as well. So it'd be 90-74 heading into the fourth quarter. The Pelicans dominating this one. Now we're into the fourth quarter, and the Kings get the ball down 18, and Hield gonna lay it up and gets it to go. So now it's once again a 16-point game, but the Kings have to start playing some defense here, and they gotta keep converting their opportunities as Hield hits another three to make it 92-79. Hayes gonna pull it from mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Pokusevski. Kicks it out to Hayes, who's gonna kick it out to a wide-open Brandon Ingram. His foot was on the line, so that's gonna be a deep two. 94-79. Now under 10 minutes to go. Hield with the mid-range jumper, off balance, but it goes in. So now it's a 13-point game. Kings just need to stop here, but they are not going to get it as Jrue Holiday takes it to the rack. The Kings need a timeout. They're down by 15 now. And now it's a 14-point game. Barnes with the off-balance three, no good. Rebounded by Hayes, and now the Pelicans going to run the floor here. Pass inside to Zion. I don't know how you keep letting him get behind you, but you cannot let Zion Williamson behind you like that. De'Aaron Fox going to come right back with a dunk of his own, however, to make it a 14-point game. Now here is Ingram getting a pick from Zion and gets him enough separation to get the mid-range jumper wide open. So again, a 16-point game. Barnes going to take it in, and he gets the friendly roll to go in. 102-88 is the score now, halfway through the fourth. Fox going to pull up and hits the mid-range jumper to make it 102-90. So now the Kings need to stop here. I keep saying that, but they keep not stopping anybody. But just a good shot there by Zion to make it 104-90. Now a 15-point game again, no good. Rebounded by Okongwu. He's back up with it, with the dunk this time to make it 106-93. 4 minutes to go. It's not looking very likely that the Kings will come back, but it is possible, and Bagley gets the layup to go to make it 106-95. Under 3 minutes to go. Holiday drains a wide open three. 110-95 is the score with 2.5 to go. And here's Okongwu going to shoot the three, and he gets it to go in. So it's 110-98. Kings just need to keep playing 3-and-D ball, I guess, here, as Fox pulls up for three and he drains it. So it's 110-101. The Kings not out of this one yet. Barnes going to pull up for three, no good. Rebounded by Hield. He goes back up with it. No good, but he gets to the line, and he hits both free throws to make it 110-103. They need to stop desperately here, but Ingram going to get the layup there to make it 112-103. That pretty much puts the game away, and the Pelicans walk away with a 116-106 victory over the Kings. But you got to give the Kings credit. They were down 24 points in the first quarter, and they didn't give up. But still a big victory for the Pelicans. Looking at the stats, De'Aaron Fox with 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Buddy Hield had 26 points as well. Grayson Allen with 15 for the Kings. Not a very good game for Onyeka Okongwu, who was 2 of 10 from the field, 5 points, 15 rebounds in this one. Bagley had 6 points and 13 rebounds. But overall, just not a very good shooting night for the Kings at all. Looking at the Pelicans stats, Zion Williamson with 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Brandon Ingram had 23 points. Rubio 15 points, 9 assists in this one. Aleksej Pokusevski had a really good game, 12 points and 24 rebounds in this one. He also had 2 steals, 2 blocks, and 2 assists. Again, it was a great effort for the Kings to come back after trailing by as many as 24 points in the first quarter, but that slow start really just ended up costing them down the stretch, even though they played pretty well for the most part offensively in the second and third quarter, but the Pelicans shut it down in the fourth. So now we go into the sim games, and the Kings ended up losing to the Grizzlies 110-101. De'Aaron Fox led the team with 19 points in this one, 28 points and 12 assists for Ja Morant. Brooks had 21, as did Kawhi Leonard. And the Kings actually outshot the Grizzlies in this one, 51% from the field in this game, but the difference really was just free throws, as the Grizzlies hit 20 of their 24. The Kings would bounce back and absolutely clobber the Rockets, 142 to 101. Buddy Hield and Kyle Kuzma both had 30. Bagley had 22, Fox had 21, James Harden ended up leading the Rockets with 29, Russell Westbrook had 21, Eric Gordon had 11, and those were the only Rockets players to score in double figures. So a good bounce back game for the Kings, who shot 55% in this game, 39% from three-point range, and were 25 of 28 from the charity stripe. And they were led by 46 points in the first quarter as well, can't forget to mention that. In the next game, the Kings beat the Timberwolves 116 to 106. De'Aaron Fox had 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 12 assists in this game. Bagley and Okongwu both got double-doubles. Karl Anthony Towns had 25 points and 22 rebounds. D'Angelo Russell, 28 points and 6 assists in this game, as well as 2 steals. But it wasn't enough for the T-Wolves to get the victory here, as the Kings again shoot over 50% in this game. And they're starting a bit of a win streak, as you can see, but then they suffer a huge loss as De'Aaron Fox has broken his nose. Now, this isn't a type of injury that he can't play through, but as a precaution, the Kings are going to keep him out of the next few games just so he can heal up a bit, and then he'll probably come back with a mask just until the injury heals up. But that's going to suck for the games that they don't have him, but they won the first game without him as they beat the Utah Jazz 110 to 101. After trailing heading into the fourth quarter, Buddy Hield with 22 points, Harrison Barnes with 21, Donovan Mitchell had 19 points, as did Jordan Clarkson for the Jazz, and Rudy Gobert had 9 points and 14 rebounds, as well as 3 blocks, but it wasn't enough to hold off a 44-point fourth quarter for the Sacramento Kings, who only shot 41% from the field, but they had a big enough fourth quarter to overcome their deficit against the Jazz. So now a 3-game winning streak for the Kings, who started the season really poorly, and make it 4 games in a row as they beat the Pacers 112 to 104. Hield had 26, Bagley had 23, and Caldwell Pope had 22. Okongwu had 16 and 11, so another double-double for him. Sabonis had 24 points and 11 rebounds for the Pacers to lead them. Oladipo added 16, but it wasn't enough for the Pacers to come back and win this one after a huge third quarter from the Kings. And the Kings are starting to get red hot here. This isn't the most talented roster in the world, but they're starting to put a few wins together. But they're going to have a very tough matchup in the next played game, which will be next video when they host Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Miami Heat. So if you guys are enjoying this series and you want to see more of it, make sure you guys leave a like and leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more franchise and dynasty content here on Craniac Gaming, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on to join the notification gang. That way, every time I upload a video, you guys be notified. And if you want to see more from the channel right now, click on the playlist in front of you.
I've been suffering in silence, and they paid me no mind. I've been stuck inside the shadows for a really long time. It feels like they forgot about me. Well, I'm here to remind you that the world is gonna hear me when it's my time to shine.